Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss everything mental health. Today I'm going to talk about signs that you understand people naturally, so that you understand why people come to you to tell you about stuff, their joys, their challenges, because you understand people naturally. Now, 1, you are an active listener. You listen actively to understand, not to respond. So now you understand why people come to you. There is this person who you can go to, they tell you their problems. You are listening, but they may not get into details like they would get into details with another person. Because with you listen actively, you understand, you nod, you ask questions where you do not understand. The other thing is you are naturally curious about life, about people, about stuff. People like being heard. People like being asked about themselves in a nice way. People want others to want to know them better. So when they meet a curious person about them, about what they do, they want to know in depth, in an unintrusive way, then again you come out as an understanding person. The other way to know you understand people naturally is that you can predict people's reaction. You know, if I tell people this, they will take it negatively. It will not come out nicely. So let me put it this way. You know how to go around an issue vis-a-vis getting straight to the point depending on who you are talking to. You understand their reactions. There are people you summarize, get to the point, and then there are people who want to be prepared psychologically, go slowly, and then get to the point because you understand people naturally. The other thing is you're good at reading body language. You know when someone does not want that discussion, and you know when someone is excited about a certain discussion or question. You know when people want you in a room or when they don't want you in a room. You know when to go home after you visited people. You know when to kill a discussion. You know when to give people privacy. You actually read body language. So you spare people having to tell you things. There is nothing as refreshing as someone who walks away from a situation to leave you to tell somebody something you wanted to tell them. You are like, oh, thank God, he or she told himself to walk away, because somehow you are able to read people naturally. The other thing is you are intuitive. Somehow you just know that something is not going on well with somebody. And there's nothing as refreshing as going through a difficult or bad time and someone tells you, you know what, you don't look okay, I've been concerned about you, is there something you'd want to talk about? And there are people who are waiting for that moment that somebody would ask them what they are going through, and they just open up. So you are intuitive, you just know. That's huge. It's very rare, but there are people who just know when you need help, be it financial, be it psychological, be it emotional. There are people who just know, they get it. The other thing is you have high emotional intelligence or high IQ, intellectual quotient. Most of the people with high EQ and IQ have what we call grace. They are gracious. They don't shame. They have a high sense of humor, and they are very empathetic. That means you understand people naturally. Some of these things you don't have to go to school to learn. You don't have to be a psychologist. They are kind of God-given. The other thing is you are empathetic. You put yourself in people's shoes and in people's situations. And even in humor, you're careful how you say things. Sometimes I'm in situations where people are insensitive. Just because you are close friends, you think you can shame somebody and you'll say, oh, they don't mind. Maybe they do. It's just that they know you'll shame them anyway, so they pretend to flow. So it's good to be empathetic. Put yourself in that person's shoe. Would you want to be asked the questions you ask them? Would you want to shame them? Would you want to put them in the spot that you put people in the spot? And finally, if you want to know you understand people naturally, you are the go-to person. You have diverse friends and you are the go-to person. It is you that they come to, whether as a group or individually or in your community. You are the person that people come to for advice, for hanging out. After a meeting, somehow everyone just wants to come say hi to you. Then you know you understand people naturally. Everybody, each and every one of us wants to be understood without forcing, without pushing issues. We wish everybody would just understand us naturally. Now you know. I hope we all strive to be that person. Remember, you got this. Thanks for watching.